Hello, Mr. So-and-so here. So today we are going to have a look at the Switchaxe, and as the name suggests, this mode actually lets you switch between two modes, the X mode and the sword mode. Now first let's have a look at the display. Below the sharpness bar you see another bar, which is the bar for the sword mode. So in order to use the sword mode, this bar needs to be filled at least up to the white indicator. If you are below the indicator, you can also manually reload, but normally you reload this bar by using X mode. This is also what we will have a look at first. Now, you can draw your weapon by pressing triangle and draw the X, or you can press R2 and directly draw the sword, and you already noticed the sword mode bar already depleted. So, let's first go with the X. Now if you simply press triangle, you draw the weapon without an attack, but if we press forward, we go into an attack directly. Now we can press triangle repeatedly for an endless combo, and you can sidestep doing so, and also roll backwards or forward. You can also, as you can see here, press forward and triangle for a stabbing attack, and you can combine that and go directly into our endless combo. Now you see another one, which is the repeated combo by pressing circle. This though drains your stamina, but it's really nice when the monster is toppled and lying on the ground. There we go. Now you can also switch to sword mode when the weapon is drawn by pressing R2. There you go. And then you can switch back to X mode. You can also do this out of the text. There we go. As you can see, you can simply work that into your moves. Now, the sword has an overhead slash by pressing triangle, and a double slash, which has a really nice animation. So you can press triangle 3 times and then you can go into a sword mode attack. And as you can see, now we are below our white indicator, and we can switch to X, and we can fill the bar this way, or if the weapon is not drawn, you can press R2, triangle, and circle. Oh, damn it, now we need to empty it first. Let's go to X mode. See, that is a manual reload. R2, triangle and circle. That only works if you are below the white indicator. Now you can also use a discharge with the Switchaxe when you are in sword mode, and therefore you need to press circle and triangle and then hammer triangle to actually unleash the discharge. Now let's go into sword mode and start our combo. And you go directly back to X mode therefore. Now we still have energy left, so we could switch back to sword mode and continue. As you can see, we are using an ice axe. Now it's important to know that with the Switchaxe you have different types of axes, and the one that we are using here is a power file, which is actually the best type, or at least it used to be, so we still have to see what happens with Monster Hunter World. But in the older games, the power file would actually give you a 10% damage bonus while you were in sword mode, so that was definitely a huge benefit. Otherwise you had elemental files, and you actually had to abuse the elemental weaknesses of the monster and know the weak points, so a power file was preferable most of the time. Now, going back to sword mode, I also would like you to show this attack again, so you can combine it with triangle again, keep hammering, and then you can start the discharge. And it's interesting to know that your hunter might actually, when you attack a monster, stab the axe into the monster, and you can start the discharge while being attached to the monster. So that does not only look great, it's also doing quite a lot of damage. That's it so far for the Switchaxe, so if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and expect more weapon overviews to come soon. Thanks for watching, and the rest is up to you, as always.